How much do you really understand about female orgasms? For most men, this topic remains largely a mystery because it is rarely discussed openly or taught anywhere in school or society. That lack of knowledge creates misconceptions and missed opportunities for deeper connection and pleasure. Female orgasms are complex, yet they follow patterns that anyone can learn to recognize and help facilitate. At its core, an orgasm is a pleasurable release of built-up sexual tension and excitement. While men typically associate orgasm with ejaculation and a spike in heart rate, for women, the experience involves rhythmic contractions of the vaginal muscles and lower abdomen, accompanied by an increased heart rate and breathing rate. In some cases, women may also ejaculate a clear fluid, commonly called squirting, which is a natural but not universal part of female orgasm. The female orgasm generally unfolds through 4 stages. The first stage is excitement, when a woman starts to feel aroused. Her nipples may become erect, and natural lubrication begins to flow. The second stage is the plateau, during which sexual excitement intensifies significantly. Her genitals grow highly sensitive, and strong waves of pleasurable sensation course throughout her body. The third stage is the climax or orgasm itself, the moment of no return when tension peaks and releases in a profound sensation of pleasure throughout the body. Finally, the fourth stage is resolution, where the body relaxes, genital tissues return to their usual state, and a feeling of contentment, calm, or even sleepiness may wash over her. Unlike men, women usually do not have a refractory period, meaning they can often experience multiple orgasms with continued stimulation, though this depends on the individual and situation. Moving beyond the general understanding of orgasm, it's important to explore the 6 most common types of female orgasms. The first and perhaps best known is the clitoral orgasm. The clitoris is a small but highly sensitive organ located externally above the vaginal opening but with internal extensions as well. It contains millions of nerve endings, making it the primary source of sexual pleasure for many women. Stimulating the clitoris, whether directly or indirectly, increases blood flow and creates an intense urge for orgasmic release. The second type is the vaginal orgasm, primarily achieved by stimulating the G-spot, an area approximately 1 to 2 inches inside the upper vaginal wall. The G-spot has a spongy texture and a dense network of pleasure-sensitive nerves. While penetration can stimulate the G-spot, many women respond better to manual stimulation using fingers. Additionally, other less commonly discussed spots inside the vagina, such as the A-spot and C-spot, can enhance pleasure and contribute to vaginal orgasms. The third type is the anal orgasm, which involves stimulation of the anus and surrounding area. The nerves in this region are connected to those in the vagina and clitoris via the pelvic floor muscles. Anal play can indirectly create sensations strong enough to induce orgasm. The fourth type is the nipple orgasm. Breasts and nipples are important erogenous zones loaded with nerve endings. Some women are so sensitive that stimulating the nipples alone can trigger an orgasm without any direct genital contact. The fifth type is called the blended orgasm, which occurs when more than one erogenous zone is stimulated simultaneously. The most common blend is clitoral and G-spot stimulation, which can create an intensely powerful and mind-melting orgasmic experience. The sixth and final type is the squirting orgasm. Some women, during intense G-spot stimulation, release a gush of clear fluid. This phenomenon, commonly known as squirting, is not experienced by all women, but for those who do, it's often a sign of intense pleasure and orgasm. Understanding these 6 types of female orgasms is essential for any man who wants to connect better with his partner and improve their intimate life. Now, what is the key to helping her experience more orgasms more often? The secret is surprisingly simple. Don't try too hard. When men obsess over making their partner orgasm, they often create pressure that makes the experience less enjoyable for both. This pressure can cause men to overthink, lose confidence, and become tense. Women can sense this tension, which makes it harder for them to relax and fully enjoy the moment. It is crucial to understand that a woman doesn't have to orgasm to enjoy being with you. What matters most is presence, connection, and sharing pleasure together. When you take the focus off the orgasm as the ultimate goal, she can be more in the moment. which naturally increases the likelihood of orgasm happening spontaneously and more intensely. Another important factor is mental arousal before physical intimacy begins. The more aroused a woman is mentally, the easier it is for her body to follow. Flirting, teasing, and having charged conversations instead of dull small talk serve as verbal foreplay that excites her mind and builds anticipation. Sexual tension is largely created in the mind, and once her brain is turned on, her body becomes more responsive. Therefore, focusing on connection and foreplay, rather than rushing straight to physical stimulation, is essential for improving her pleasure. The goal is not just chasing orgasms, but sharing pleasure and deepening intimacy. When you do this well, orgasms happen more frequently, more naturally, and with greater intensity. Practicing patience, attentiveness, and playfulness helps create a relaxed atmosphere where both partners feel safe and excited. Beyond technique, understanding her preferences, communicating openly, and listening to her responses are vital components of a fulfilling sexual experience. These approaches also build trust and emotional closeness, which further enhance physical pleasure. By paying attention to how she reacts, you can learn what works best, adapting your touch, rhythm, and pressure accordingly. Being responsive rather than rigid increases pleasure and connection. To summarize, female orgasms are varied and complex. But with knowledge and practice, any man can become more skilled at helping his partner experience greater pleasure. Recognizing the stages of orgasm and the 6 common types helps you understand the diversity of female pleasure. Avoiding pressure and focusing on connection allows orgasms to occur more naturally and often. Engaging her mentally with flirting and verbal foreplay boosts arousal and readiness for physical intimacy. Communicating and responding attentively ensures the experience is pleasurable and satisfying for both. By applying these insights, you can create a more fulfilling and exciting sexual relationship. If you're ready to deepen your understanding and improve your intimate connection, this knowledge is a great foundation to build upon.